Monday. I have to get a bunch of groceries and pick up some packages, restock Cody's dog food and treats and things. So I'm just gonna be running around doing all of that today.
What I gotta do to make you stay the night? 'Cause you ain't never satisfied. You ain't never satisfied. What I gotta do to subtract from this divide?
Last store.
They don't love the way we love. Ain't nothing about it.
I'm gonna take a bath because I just got these Korean towels. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but I heard these are the kinds of towels that they use at Korean spas. I've never been to one, but they help to exfoliate your skin. So pretty much you just soak your body in water. I think you can shower too, and then you use this to rub off dead skin cells, and apparently a lot of stuff falls off. So I'm really excited to test this out. I haven't used loofahs in a while. I think they're kind of gross, so I've just been using like body exfoliants when I shower, but I really want to put this to the test and see.
I promise I'm working it out, yeah. Don't get mad, I don't need you to ask what I'm thinking about, 'cause I don't know. I can vouch, all without a doubt.
So it didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to. I was expecting to see a lot of little gray skin thingies at the bottom of the tub, but I didn't, which I guess is actually a good thing. I thought it'd be way worse. So my skin's cleaner than I thought. I think that's what it means. I'm gonna keep testing it and see. Maybe on other days there will be more. My skin does feel really soft. I did have a little bit of those gray thingies more on like my lower back area. The texture of the towel does get more rough once you soak it in water, so you definitely don't want to use it that often or go too hard on your skin because it does make your skin a little bit sensitive. Just gonna do the rest of my skincare now. So today, a bunch of Trump supporters stormed the White House. I absolutely have no words for this. I have not processed it. I haven't been reading the articles. I just can't do that right now. So I'm going to make dinner. Let's ignore all of that. Mild panic going on right now. I can't believe that just happened. Like, we're a fucking joke now, right? So for dinner, I wanted to show you how I make shrimp and egg chow fun. This recipe is probably not for everyone because I don't actually even know a lot of Chinese people or people in my family who like shrimp and egg chow fun, but I think it is so freaking delicious. I've made this twice now, so this will be my third time making it. I did use a recipe that I found online, so I'll link it down below. I have also been binging through Supernatural. So I'm on season 3 now, and I'm gonna watch that while I cook. If you haven't seen Supernatural, it is like 15 seasons long. I used to watch it when I was younger, but I never finished the series. I remember I stopped at a certain point, and then like years later I realized that they still had new seasons, and I don't remember where I left off, so I've been starting from the very beginning, and I've been enjoying it so far. Like, I really love the show. I don't know why I stopped watching it. I'm actually like a huge sci-fi fantasy nerd. I don't know if Supernatural is technically under that category, but I just bunch it all together. I guess it's kind of like horror, supernatural thriller. It's actually not that scary in my opinion. So these are the noodles I'll be using. I'm only gonna use half of this because I only need a pound, and I think I'm cooking pretty much enough for like a few meals. I'm also defrosting the shrimp right now, and I'm gonna get all the other ingredients ready while I boil and cook this.
I've been dreaming of your back.
We're gonna cook this for 8 minutes. Oh shit, oh shit. My bad. Oh my god, I hope that wasn't poison. Now the shrimp is done defrosting, we're gonna add a tablespoon of soy sauce. We're also gonna add a tablespoon of rice wine and let it marinate. the noodles. I'm just gonna put this in here for now. Ooh. So we're gonna use 3 eggs for this. Gonna add some cornstarch. This is chicken broth that I'm gonna bring to a boil in the same pan. We just wanna bring it to a simmer, so I'm gonna turn the heat down. Just add some salt and white pepper and some black pepper. Just gonna mix that a little bit. So you need to make sure the cornstarch is all mixed, and then I'm gonna pour it in. This thickens the chicken broth and creates a gravy texture. Before we add in the egg, we're gonna turn off the heat and then slowly mix the egg in. Then you're just gonna cover it with a lid for 3 to 4 minutes. Now we're gonna pour the gravy on top. I'm just making sure the gravy covers all of the noodles. Ooh, this actually looks so good. So good. These noodles are amazing. I was on Instagram a couple days ago and I found out about this company. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me post about it on my stories. Pretty much these 3 white women got together to create a business around redesigning mahjong, American mahjong. The name of their company is the Mahjong Line. I felt very conflicted when I first heard about it, and then the more that I read into their messaging, the more offended I got, and I was like, you know what? This is cultural appropriation, and I won't get into it. I just wanted to take this time to share how much mahjong has impacted my life. At one point, my mom and all her friends, like, they just really got into mahjong. I don't know if my mom had ever played before, but I just distinctly remember her taking us to these Chinese stores and asking the owner for mahjong sets, mahjong tables, and at one point, I think my mom owned like 3 tables and 3 sets, and we would just have a bunch of family gatherings, and they would play mahjong all night. While they played mahjong, like, all of the kids would play video games, and they would not stop playing until 3 a.m. at night or until like the next morning. Like, we would just be sleeping over at our friend's place, and it was really fun. They would do this almost every weekend, from like Friday night, Saturday night, sometimes into like Sunday night. And there were so many times when I would just sit next to my mom and watch her play mahjong, and that is how I learned how to play mahjong. I was really young, so I never really got to play with the adults, like, especially not for money. They played for money. I learned everything about mahjong and how to play it. I know how to play it 2 different ways, but they never taught me how to calculate the winnings and who gets paid what. That is where my learning stopped. I never figured it out. Sometimes my mom would let me play with my actual like aunts and uncles, but they would do all the calculations and I would just be like, all right, cool. But they never let me play for that long. I'm actually really looking forward to the day when I get to play with the adults with some money maybe. Mahjong is really fun, and the tiles are already so freaking beautiful. When I get like a home for myself, I'm definitely having a mahjong table, and I'm definitely having mahjong parties. I cannot wait to be an old Chinese lady. But yeah, those weekend mahjong parties were just such a big chunk of my childhood, and I think that's why I was kind of offended. Anyway, I'm gonna get to cleaning now. You've probably been wondering why my tree is still up. It's been a full-blown week since the new year and I still haven't taken this down, so I'm gonna do this today and just clean up my apartment a bit. It's really messy.